the best one-handed backhands of all time. Some shots in tennis are all about finesse, others about power. But the one-handed backhand? It's the perfect combination of both where skill meets beauty, creating a shot that stands as a true expression of tennis mastery. In this video, we dive deep into the legends who have mastered this iconic stroke. From the classic artistry of Roger Federer to the sheer power of Stan Wawrinka, we'll showcase the best one-handed backhands that have ever graced the court. Gustavo Kuerten. Gustavo Kuerten, nicknamed Guga, Kuerten was known for his easygoing attitude off the court. But once he stepped on the red clay, he became a force of nature. His one-handed backhand? An absolute masterpiece. With a smooth yet devastating swing, Kuerten could unleash sharp angles and blistering topspin that left opponents scrambling in the dust. But it wasn't just about power. His backhand had an artistic flair, gliding across the court with elegance, especially on the slow, grinding surface of Roland Garros. It was this lethal stroke that led him to claim 3 French Open titles, etching his name into tennis history as one of the most dominant clay court players of all time. Watching Guga's backhand in full flight was like witnessing pure magic unfold on the court. Gaston Gaudio, the Argentine artist on clay, Gaston Gaudio, his one-handed backhand wasn't just a shot, it was a masterclass in timing, precision, and grace. With a single flick of his wrist, Gaudio could effortlessly turn defense into offense, leaving his opponents baffled by the sheer elegance and unpredictability of his play. His backhand had this mesmerizing fluidity to it, almost as if he were painting strokes on the clay. But don't be fooled by its beauty because it packed a serious punch, especially in the high-stakes moments. The 2004 French Open final was where Gaudio's backhand truly shined. Facing the legendary Guillermo Coria, Gaudio found himself 2 sets down and on the brink of defeat. But then, with his signature backhand, he orchestrated one of the greatest comebacks in tennis history, taking home the title in a match that will be remembered for ages. It was a shot that danced across the court, a blend of finesse and brute power that secured his place among the greats. Gaudio's one-handed backhand is a reminder that in tennis, sometimes artistry can be just as deadly. Richard Gasquet. Richard Gasquet, the French prodigy, whose one-handed backhand has been leaving tennis fans mind-blown for years. What sets Gasquet apart isn't just the beauty of his backhand, it's the sheer variety and creativity he brings to it. Whether he's on the baseline, under pressure, or running down a shot at full speed, Gasquet's backhand has a life of its own. It's not just a weapon, it's a tool for solving problems on the court. With one flick of his wrist, Gasquet can hit impossible angles, making his opponents look helpless as the ball flies past them. His backhand can be a laser down the line, a delicate slice to shift the tempo, or a blistering topspin shot that leaves opponents scrambled. There's a reason why this stroke is considered one of the most feared and respected on the tour, because you never know what's coming next. Even against the toughest opponents, Gasquet's backhand has been the key to his success. It's a shot that keeps fans on the edge of their seats, because at any moment, he could pull off something spectacular. A true craftsman with the racket, Gasquet has redefined the possibilities of the one-handed backhand. We've witnessed some phenomenal one-handed backhands so far, but the top 2 players have redefined the art of this stroke. Their backhands aren't just iconic, they've shaped how the game is played. Roger Federer. The tennis legend himself, Roger Federer, arguably one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and when it comes to his one-handed backhand, it's more than just a shot. It's a symphony in motion. Federer's backhand is like poetry on the court, fluid, graceful, and packed with an almost effortless power that leaves both opponents and fans amazed. For years, Federer's forehand has been his signature weapon, but true tennis fans know that his backhand has been equally pivotal in shaping his unmatched career. What sets Federer's backhand apart is its versatility. Whether it's a wicked cross-court slice that completely changes the rhythm of the rally, or a perfectly timed topspin down the line that brings crowds to their feet, his backhand is a study in precision and elegance. On faster surfaces, Federer can flatten it out, turning defense into offense in the blink of an eye. On clay, Where his rivalry with Rafael Nadal has been legendary, his backhand has evolved to withstand the brutal spin and pace of Nadal's forehand, turning what was once considered a vulnerability into a lethal weapon. And who could forget the iconic moments? The 2017 Australian Open final against Nadal, where Roger Federer was behind in the final set, but then he started hitting perfect backhands effortlessly, almost like he was doing target practice. That match alone reminded the world why his backhand is a stroke of genius, capable of dismantling even the toughest opponents. The magic of Federer's backhand is that it's not just a shot, it's an expression of mastery. When Federer flicks his wrist and the ball glides across the net with effortless grace, it's a reminder that sometimes tennis can be as much an art form as it is a sport. While Federer's backhand is a masterclass in elegance, there's one player whose one-handed backhand stands out for its sheer raw power: Stan Wawrinka. Taking the crown at number 1 is none other than Stan the Man, Stan Wawrinka. Stan Wawrinka's one-handed backhand is in a league of its own. Unlike anything else in the sport, his one-handed backhand is a weapon that can overwhelm even the best. When Stan strikes it, you don't just watch it, you feel it dot. What makes his backhand so special is its ability to change the course of a match in an instant. Whether he's hitting across court or down the line, Wawrinka's backhand is always a threat. It's one of the most consistent and powerful shots in tennis, helping him secure 3 Grand Slam titles, including his iconic victory over Novak Djokovic in the 2015 French Open final, where his backhand was simply unplayable. That backhand was a weapon so sharp it slashed through the world number 1's defenses, leaving Djokovic shaking his head in disbelief. In fact, that match is a masterclass in how Wawrinka uses his backhand to dominate, hitting some of the cleanest and most powerful shots ever seen in a Grand Slam final. Even one of the greats of our list, Roger Federer, who has one of the smoothest and most elegant backhands in tennis, has often found himself on the receiving end of Wawrinka's punishing stroke. The two Swiss stars have faced each other many times, but Wawrinka's backhand is a weapon that has troubled Federer in their biggest matches, especially on clay. The sound of Wawrinka's backhand cracking off his racket is unmistakable, like a cannon firing across the court. It's a shot that not only defines his game, but has earned him the admiration of tennis fans and experts alike. Wawrinka's backhand is a force of nature, and it's no surprise that it takes the number 1 spot on our list of the greatest one-handed backhands of all time. What a showcase of the one-handed backhand we've witnessed today. A stroke that transcends the sport itself. It's not just tennis, it's artistry, it's poetry, it's raw, unfiltered genius. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legends of the one-handed backhand. But who holds the crown in your eyes? Let the debate begin in the comments. If this journey stirred something in your soul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more of tennis's finest moments.